Action.
Action. Welcome. Welcome. What's that? I'm just making fun of him because he's like action. And I'm just like action.
No,
That's the
but
little,
the way you said it.
I can't repeat that. It was in the moment. You need to calm down over there.
You need to calm down.
I am calm.
Okay.
So, how's it going?
Hey,
Are
everybody.
you crying
No.
already? We just started.
Yeah.
Are you sad?
Yeah.
Is it because it's February?
And nobody loves you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
As you can see.
Got a quickie clean nutsack and what to give it to.
Oh yeah, tell everybody what we did. Well, you guys, because I didn't do it.
We gonna talk about that?
Why not? It's not as normal.
In honor of being sad and lonely.
In honor
In
of
honor of being
love.
sad and lonely.
In honor of February.
In honor of being groomed.
The corporate holiday of
clean.
love. Clean.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's your personal preference,
Yeah.
though. Some people do it for the significant others. Some do it because they like it.
Because I like it. That's why I do it.
Be Jinx and Say here. Say and Jinx went waxing today.
It was
Yay.
fun.
What kind of
Not
wax
just
did you get?
any wax.
What kind, guys?
Ooh, Brazilian.
Oy.
That's
How was
in
your
here.
experience? This was Say's first time. How was your
Oh yeah,
experience?
it's Say's first time. I took him.
Oh boy.
Tell us. Tell us.
First it was really awkward. It was kind of embarrassing, but the lady who attended me, I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name. She was such a sweetheart.
I hope you tipped her well.
I did.
Because you took an hour.
I tipped her. Money.
How much?
$10.
On top of the 75.
Yeah. Damn. The only reason why it probably cost so much is because you're a dude and dudes are hairy.
That's a significant
and,
increase.
Well, I mean, because most people who do that stuff are females.
Yeah, they're probably uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
they're like, if I'm uncomfortable, might as well charge you more.
Might as well.
Yeah. But yeah, it went well. The beginning totally sucked. But I think I handled it like a champ. Oh, by the way, okay, question now that we're on the subject. Did you guys hear me say anything at all?
We heard you say a few things, but we weren't keeping track of what you were
Oh,
saying.
because mostly I just said fuck when I got...
It was
hair
fun.
pulled out.
I did tell her that you probably twitched a few times.
Oh, yeah, I twitched a lot.
There we go. And she was like, "Did you hear that
Okay,
noise?"
but did she go like this? Like,
Oh my god, why is it so... Why is it...
so tiny.
It was so tiny.
It's so tiny. In case visual for everybody, Jinx pinched her fingers together, lifted up an invisible wiener. And it wasn't
It was
that
little
big.
baby wiener.
It was tiny. She just pretended to wax around it. My
but is that
goodness.
how it went?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
She was like...
make you feel better.
Don't stop.
She increased the grip.
Doing weird stuff with your hand. Okay, yes, but I helped her out a lot. She was like, okay,
so
I
like
need...
this, like.
Yeah, she's like, I need your assistance. She's like, can you hold...
Hold it up, bro.
Well, because
Can
she's
you
like...
hold your nasty?
Yeah, because she's gonna do
Hold
the,
your
she's gonna do the
same thing.
waxing. So she's like, I need you to pull the rest of your shit to the side so I can get this
And
as
just
clean
your
as
junk,
possible.
my good sir.
She's like, can you hold your junk for me, good sir?
So, on top of the topic of waxing yourself, you did it for a personal reason. So does Jinx. But most people prefer a partner with cleaner parts. Tell me, some people like it, some people don't. How do you feel if your significant other is like just pure clean down there, like no hair whatsoever?
If for me, it doesn't matter if they do or don't have hair down there. But as long as it's clean, because I've had some situations where they had hair,
good
but
Lord.
that shit smells so bad. So it's like,
Do people not wash?
It seemed like he did it. So
Probably miss a spot. Doesn't make
Yeah,
it right.
this spot.
The most
everything. No. So I feel like it's okay as long as like yourself are clean and like your hygiene is like, you know.
Yeah, on point.
But I don't care. Although I'm not gonna lie, I do like a happy trail on men. Because, and if that leads to some bigger bush, it's okay.
Okay, for me personally, I don't really mind, as I'm gonna have to kind of lean on what Jinx already said here. As long as you're well groomed, like I don't mind hair, that's totally fine. And I've had situations where it's been clean and then where it's been, you know, with hair. So I've personal preference, I don't really care as long as it's like maintained, if that makes a difference.
So you like them at least trimmed?
Yeah, just like clean it up. Like you can have your hair.
For me, as long as it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Because I've been in a situation.
And it shouldn't.
And it was really nasty.
I mean,
It shouldn't
if he bathed
smell.
regularly, it should not have smelled.
I don't know. I heard men's junk stink.
Well, I
a
mean,
lot.
because think about it. Like, there's
Yeah,
hidden
yeah, yeah,
crevices.
yeah.
You gotta wash that regularly. It applies
And
to
then,
anybody.
like, if you have
People
hair on
sweat.
top of that, so it's like
Yeah.
People sweat. That's normal. People sweat.
I had to call it off because I was like, nope, that shit stinks too much. I lied,
Wow.
and I was all like,
I have a headache.
No, I was like, do you have a condom? He's like, no, and I was like, oh, me neither.
Looks like we gotta wait.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry. Can you take me
Looks
back
like
home?
we're gonna have to take a rain check, buddy.
Yup.
Never.
And by
returns.
rain, I mean rain on your junk. as in
Honestly,
take a shower.
I blocked that dude off of everything.
Damn.
Damn.
It was
ghosted.
that bad. Like, the stench.
She's like, never again will I see this man.
It was
Yeah.
nasty.
Oh,
I
jeez.
bet.
I mean, I see him randomly,
Ooh.
but
Not like that.
he's a little bitch. He's not gonna talk to me. The fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as they're clean.
What about you, B? If you had a preference.
For
If you have a
yourself, for
preference.
yourself, and
For
others.
myself, I don't care about myself. Like the fact that
I'm sorry, just the way you said it.
We were
That
talking
too.
about something else,
that
but it
too.
sounded
But
like...
no, that is just like I don't care.
Mm.
It's like
like
hair's
natural.
normal. I'm just like whatever.
Yep.
So same applies for a dude or anybody really. It's like you got hair there, big deal. But please bathe regularly,
Yeah.
like a normal human,
Mm-hmm.
because people do indeed sweat.
Yeah. And that's just.
Gotta take care of your shit.
It's kind of gross. Like, come on. But I did make that joke earlier before we started this. Like, stick my head down there, and if I feel no hair, I'll be like, "Show me your ID, please,"
Oh my god.
before we continue
You gotta
because
know.
I gotta know.
Well, yeah. Going back to our first topic, I guess. The experience was really interesting. It was embarrassing, but as I got to talking to the lady, I kind of like eased into the moment. It wasn't so embarrassing for me. And yeah, eventually, you get to know the person, and I just kind of felt more comfortable because for me, my body is kind of I mean, I know for a lot of people sometimes they're more comfortable with themselves. For me, I'm kind of shy and it's a little more intimate. But I mean, at that point, she's already seen everything, so it's like I should try and feel more comfortable with what's already going on, because it's not like it's for some secondary reason. Like, she's here to do her job. So try to be professional
It's
about
like going to a gynecologist.
Oof. The first time I had a pap smear, I was like, the fuck?
it. That sounds fun.
I saw the inside of my insides. That's
She
all
saw
I-
the inside of her yuyuchi.
Mhm.
Her
It was in the
hoo-ha.
camera, and I was like, ugh.
You're like,
Jinx
whoa!
Jinx on her own Yuyuchi. Ugh. That's like yearbook worthy.
Oh my god. But yeah, didn't she make some offhand comment about like, oh, what are you doing this for?
Yeah, she was like, do you have a partner or anything? I'm like, no, I don't. She's like, yeah, fuck partners. I'm like, oh, okay, I sense another topic here for us
She
to talk
mentioned
about.
her ex.
Yeah, she
though.
really hated her ex.
She hates her ex, and
I
that's
was-
okay.
I was the last one to go in, and she was telling me because I took 2 people, which one of them was Say, and they were new to the whole experience, so I was the last one to go. And the lady that was doing the waxing, she was just telling me about everyone else, and she was just like, oh yeah, this person did this, and then she was talking about Say too, and like
I had a
how
heartfelt
you-
moment with her. Like,
yeah,
we,
she said you guys had a heartfelt moment.
we connected on a very personal level because
Lever.
on the person. This lever is my lever, but you can use it. No,
I dipped as soon as you guys were gonna pay. I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, we got to talking because she has quite a lot going on in terms of like just her personal life. I don't want to put her on the spot, so I'm not gonna say
Okay.
much. But
Not
we
like
connected.
you knew her name.
No, I know. I feel so horrible about that. But just getting the hair ripped off my body, I had no focus to remember. I mean, she mixed up my name too, so we're even. But next time I go, I'm gonna talk to her again. But yeah. It was
It
definitely
seemed like she
interesting.
was trying to chop it up at you. Not gonna lie. And some of the things you said, that she said.
Yeah,
to
she
you.
was really sweet. But I guess maybe I very much doubt anybody was trying to put moves on me.
For all we know,
But-
you might have been the first or rare occasional male going in for a Brazilian.
Mhm.
So she probably was just having a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Because the conversations usually depend by gender. Like, I'll have a certain conversation at work with a female customer, and it's totally different from when I talk to a dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, for all we know, she's probably doing those little side cracks, not just to distract you from the pain because it was your first time,
Oh my
but to
God.
probably have a whole different conversation because different audiences means different conversations and different tones.
We connected well, and I think that made
That's a
the
good
experience
thing.
enjoyable.
It makes it less awkward, and she's a
Mhm.
professional. That proved their point because you're going to go back again.
It's funny
eventually.
because like that's your first time,
Yeah.
but
She said I
literally
did really well.
everyone, all the ladies that do Brazilians are like that. Like they're really easy to talk to and stuff.
I
like
mean,
that.
because they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen
No, but it's
vaginas
funny,
and dicks, so
'cause-
let's just have a conversation.
Because
Come
the
on.
way he's said
What?
telling the story, I don't know, you're just like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. She made me feel so good. But like I get it, like that's true. But
Yeah.
like they're all like that.
Yeah,
to
no,
be
you're
honest.
right.
Yeah, but she's the only one who does the waxing for males.
And you're like, but I want her again. Like okay, bro, chill.
Oh wait, good.
Have some chill, bro.
Well, what we actually wanted to talk about today, we just spent a whole like 11 minutes talking about waxing.
I mean, it kind of leads in because we
Sure.
mentioned personal preference,
Mhm.
Yes.
sex, relationship, which will roll into the topic of dating.
Dating is the subject of today.
Amour. How does it work? I don't know. I've never done it. You guys have, though.
Yeah.
I would like to hear your inputs. You are my
It
subject.
sucks. No, it's kidding.
I want my money back.
I swear off of dating forever and always. Thank you very much. Anyways, moving on. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so are we?
Because
on
you,
this-
right now, you both are on dating apps, right?
Yeah.
well,
You're actively looking.
no. Well, I don't know.
Are you just
'cause
whatever?
I'm
usually,
open to it.
okay, so I don't give a fuck. But when I was 19, I barely lost my virginity. And how did I do it? With Tinder.
Oh.
Yes. Because I'm not like really sexually active or anything like that. And it didn't matter. So I was just like, you know what? I just want to get it over with. Like, I feel like everyone's been making big deal about it. Like, when we were in middle school and high school. And I actually remember specifically one person that was all like, no, you're supposed to have sex with like the person you love. It's gonna feel good, whatever, blah blah blah. And I remember telling her like, if my body wants it, I want it. Like, you know, I don't give a fuck who it's with. So like 19 rolled around and I was like, okay, you know, I'm interested, you know, like I wanna do something, but
It
I
has
don't know
my
how.
Curiosity.
Yeah. So then like I got on Tinder and then like I did do this thing though, like I do have a rule. Like I don't just give it up just like right away. I have to have at least 3 dates.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm comfortable enough because I need to like
Gotta feel that.
because like
You're gonna have to get a little bit. Sorry.
doggy.
We have a
Hold on.
surprise guest.
He's not a surprise. He lives at my house.
Surprise.
He's not a surprise. I don't know what to tell you. Once one dog starts barking, they all are barking. He's literally my alarm. He's my security alarm, legit. 3 a.m, one little noise.
But yeah, so like I mean I know there's probably not a lot either, like 3 dates and then like give it up, whatever. But like I don't know, like I have to have some sort of connection before even doing anything. So that's what I usually do. And then, or I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I haven't, like, I don't have money and I want to eat out, I do.
Yeah.
I'm one of those.
Hey, a man's gotta eat. Okay.
I'm one of those where I go on a date, have him pay, and then
You're like, okay.
yeah. But, yeah.
No, I feel it. The struggle. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta eat.
But, now recently, like, I don't know, sometimes I just get on because I'm bored. And I just want to talk to people. It's not really like,
Do you want to be friends?
it's not really like any of like sexual stuff or anything like that.
Just to make conversation.
Hmm. And then to be told I'm pretty here
Aw.
and there.
Yeah.
And that's it. Not that meant like I validate myself to what others say, but you know,
It's always nice to get a compliment.
Yeah, exactly. Once in a while. So Yeah, the reason why I'm currently on the dating app right now is not because I'm looking, but it's just because I'm bored.
For fun.
What about you, Say?
Well, okay. Are we gonna start in the same way with that question? For
It
me,
doesn't matter.
my curiosity peaked, I want to say, very early in my life. I became, I want to say, like, sexually aware in, like, almost elementary. I think, like, maybe second or third grade.
I
It was,
like boobies.
yeah, it was
Little
it was,
Say said to
Say,
himself.
yeah, it was so early in life. I think I just developed very early, and as time went by, you know, I didn't want to give it too much interest, but then growing up too, I didn't really get a lot of like education from my family. It was a very easily avoided topic, and it was just kind of left to like the basic school education system information
Did
that
your
you get.
school have sex ed?
Yeah, it wasn't
How
that
in
great.
depth was it?
It wasn't
I learned
super
in
in
sixth
depth.
grade.
Yeah,
exactly.
sixth
That's
grade.
what I learned was in 6th grade, but surprisingly, our when we did it, it was very open in the fact that they literally had an anonymous like question box. You could ask any question, and it was actually very helpful because a lot of people asked a lot of questions.
Yeah, we had that.
So
We
it
had
was
that.
very helpful. But then the people who were in charge of it were also like, you know what? We're going to go far and beyond. We're not just going to watch videos. We'll actually legit have a conversation with you about it. And it was helpful. And it also helped that when I was in 4th grade, we learned about female sexual reproductive organs before the boys ever learned about anything.
That's
So I learned about
Interesting.
myself before sex ed. So how did that go? Like, you didn't have a talk with your parents at all?
no,
right?
no, not really. They both kind of kept passing the baton to each other, like, oh, your dad will teach you, oh, your mom will teach you, and that never happened.
My
so.
mom gave. Well, they kind of would. They wouldn't really give us a talk. Oh, my dad, no, never. But like my mom never. Well, I say us because like me and my sister. But I do remember one time I was at the mall and then like it used to be called Pat and Oscars, but we were at the restaurant and I remember my mom just just casually being like, oh, just be careful, there's things out there like condoms or whatever. I mean, it's to the point now where I'm super comfortable with my mom and we both tell each other our hoe stories. So it's like,
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, you're both adults, and
it's whatever.
I feel like it does need nowadays.
Well, you're
She steals my condoms.
Well, there you go. I'm comfortable enough with like talking about sex with my mom that she and I went to like a store and I was like, Mom, go buy your sex toy. It's whatever. And she did.
I was the mom
Yeah.
to my mom
Oh damn.
because like she's single right now, so like I had to help her out kind of with like the
Educator.
condoms and the lube because she's from Mexico and like
Oh.
over there they don't teach you that.
They do
Yeah.
not.
They don't teach you that. So even her thinking me getting a Brazilian, she thinks it's weird.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And she's just like, how can you let someone see or like touch you, whatever?
Because the culture's different.
Yeah.
So with Mexican culture, they're very reserved about
Yeah.
that stuff. It's because they were raised in the mindset of Catholicism.
Yeah.
So because my mom's the same way. She's Mexican and she's like, Brazilian,
Very traditional.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she knows my sister, she doesn't get around. She's with someone now, but when she was younger, she did. And my mom's like, I know what she's doing. I don't like it. And it's just like, well, it's today's day, Mom. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because pretty much like I was the one that was like going to Planned Parenthood or whatever, but that wasn't from my parents. That was because of my friend,
Yeah.
like my best friend.
We were
Like
trying to help her out.
my best friend kind of told me like, oh, you can go to like this and this and that. And another thing, why I did stuff so late when I was 19 was because I saw my brother have his first kid at 18,
Oh.
and then my
so-
sister had her first kid at 22. So it's just like I was already living with kids
Yeah.
since I was 11. So it's like.
You didn't want.
Yeah, like I didn't really want, and I feel like that had to do a lot with me like not being sexually active or like not even wanting to.
Yeah.
Not that kids are bad, like I love kids, but it's just like
There's
if you
like-
see it like at a young age, you're just like, like I really don't care
Yeah.
for it. But
But yeah.
yeah.
Going back on that.
Oh, and I
no,
I didn't want to do anything unless I was protected. Like I wanted birth control before, so like I did everything when I was 19, and I was like, okay, I'm good to go because I do not want to get pregnant because I've already been growing up with kids all my life, So
You had to be ready for it. Yeah. Well, for me, my first experience was very, not early, I would say, but definitely earlier than most. I was like at 16 years old.
Yeah, I feel like that's the average.
Yeah,
to
but
be honest.
that shit was legit scary for me. Like, having so little of education on that, like, I felt almost like the situation was just kind of a little, not forced, I want to say is the right word for it, but kind of like it was that time and other people around me had already had this kind of experience. And it wasn't that I wanted to be left out or anything, but I didn't want to give a glimpse that I wasn't prepared. So I kind of just went with the flow, and, you know, things happened, and that was that. And since then, I mean, I've had kind of like an off and on sex life, and it has been a while. I'm fine with admitting that. But it just kind of, yeah, it has.
You had a
it
sex
has-
life though. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. So
I swear, I feel like, okay, when I'm single, I only have sex like once a year or some shit like that. But I don't care. Because, like I said, I have to have like some sort of attachment to the person. To
before
even,
you
like,
can do something,
Yeah, I mean, I can, but it's not going to feel good for me. You know, because I've tried that already.
very basic.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, there's a kind of like a part
I mean,
you're
there's
missing
nothing
if there's
wrong
no, of course
with,
not.
like,
There's
wanting a one-night stand.
Well,
And,
no,
like,
but that's your personal preference.
yeah, but my personal preference is, like, I can't. Like, I need to at least have, like, a conversation with you first.
not. Get to know you.
And kind of, like, know you and then be like, all right, take my clothes off.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, Sam. And she and I had to talk about it the other night. And we both agree that we're those people where we'll talk about it, but like, yeah, find a hottie in this situation.
I'm fucking
Good.
so good.
Yeah, and then it's like, if it ever happens, we're like, no, can we have a conversation and go on a couple dates?
Yeah. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to get straight to the point. But it's
Yeah.
like, meh.
I'm willing to take my time. Like, I don't expect anything to happen on the first 5, even more so dates. I know
I
that
probably
some
would
people.
legit take longer, but honestly, it's because I never been in a relationship, never had sex, so it's like I would take longer because you have to ease me into it. So it's like,
Which makes sense.
it's because I'm older now. I don't see the novelty behind it. I don't see it as like a rush. I'd be like, oh yeah, let's do it because everyone else is doing it. It's like,
Yeah, there's
I'm
no,
an adult.
there's not really peer
I'm way
pressure
out
to
of
it now.
I'm way
Yeah.
out of that stage. I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I don't give two shits.
Yeah, that was literally me, like, all during high school, like, listening to everyone talk about sex. And I'm just like, I don't really care. Like,
You don't see the point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because where I went to high school, like at senior year, like 3 people were having kids. I'm just like,
Fuck.
Yeah, you just gotta be smart. That's the one thing. Is that people, at least growing up for me, it was such a taboo thing that even though we had that education, we didn't have the comfort to talk to one another or to talk to adults or to talk to our parents because there was always some sort of like consequence, you know, like, oh, you're sexually active, well, this and this is going to happen to you, or you're going to get in trouble, or you're going to get pregnant. Like, it was always kind of like a fear-mongering scare tactic.
well, that's
And
how
I think-
parents did it. And honestly, don't ever
I feel
become
like,
a parent like
yeah,
that.
I feel like that's the wrong
Don't
way to
ever
approach
do
the
that.
situation.
Don't scare your children about it because when that actually happens and they have sex and say something goes wrong, like your daughter gets pregnant, you made her get scared so much that she can't even talk to you about
Yeah.
anything.
So now she has to hide it from
support
you.
your kids if they get pregnant. It's okay.
Yeah,
Honestly,
support
if you're
them.
support your kid. Like if your kid doesn't want it, then you just go through the steps of, well, there are ways to get rid of it, and I support you 100%. Don't ever put your own opinions into it. Like if your kid,
Because
like,
it's their life.
it's their
honestly.
life. Like, yeah, granted, they're like under 18. You just gotta support them and be like, you know what? I want a healthy relationship with my child. I'm gonna go this route.
Yeah.
So sex education was obviously should have been and should be still to this very day important to children. Don't be pussies as parents and just freaking sit down, talk to your kids. Don't make it awkward.
And give them condoms, please.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Do
teach
not
them,
say
teach them and teach them
teach
correctly.
them
Take them to
safety.
Planned Parenthood.
Do not teach them
I don't know.
abstinence. It doesn't work. And it's a known fact that abstinence doesn't work because kids do the opposite of what you say. You say don't have sex, they're gonna go do it.
Yeah.
So at least teach them how to be safe.
Yeah.
So let's roll into the dating.
Oh, so going back to it, on that topic.
It's annoying.
Yeah. I feel
Because
like
everyone's like the same.
yeah, there's a lot of repetition.
And men do not know how to take cute pictures. So
Sorry.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's like
just
one
saying
thing that you said that bothered you.
yeah, because like okay, so like it's specifically men. Like they don't know how to take pictures of themselves. Like I'm pretty sure, like at least 90% of the men that I swipe left are actually cute in person, but
But
in their
they're just-
pictures they're just not.
Bad angles, bad
Yeah,
lighting,
I
bad
don't know.
pose.
It's just annoying, and it's like, can't there be any cute men out here? But like, no.
Not good enough picture.
Mm-mm.
Well,
And then the bios too. Why is everyone so active and outdoorsy?
I know.
And they go to the gym?
Everyone's perfect.
Okay, so
perfect date is a hike.
the last time we
Right.
hung out, legit, you guys were swiping through your Tinder and whatever, and that's literally every time you read out a bio, that was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Active, likes to go hiking, go to the gym, and fitness life, and it's just like,
my God.
are you really active?
I feel like here's the biggest problem with it. It's not necessarily that they're active, because that's great. If you're active and you're healthy, cool. You take care of yourself.
True.
Your
It's
body's
just-
physically
You're
fit.
putting everything. I don't know. It kind of makes it seem like
like they're hoping.
Yeah.
It's like they're hoping that someone
you
will
have
like
to
them.
sell yourself in a certain way. It's like almost a resume.
I did mention that before, where when you do your bio, and you're on a dating site, you have to try and sell yourself. But the thing is, it's like once you start doing that, and then you start doing it like everyone else, you become generic.
Yep.
Nobody wants to hit up someone generic.
Yep.
Because they're like, I want an individual. I want someone who's pretty cool and awesome.
Yeah, everyone's
So-
looking for a soulmate. Everyone's looking for.
Give me,
Also, I hate gym rats.
yeah, it's like if you're a gym rat,
That's
it's
cool.
cool and all, but it's like,
Okay.
you have a stereotype
It's that
that steers you
and
away from them.
I attract those a lot, and they're always trying to get me to go to the gym with them too. And it's just
Oh
like,
yeah,
can you not?
if your other does not like going to the gym, don't force
Respect
them.
that, yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
make them. If they like staying home,
Like,
being
I
on their
go
ass
to
and
the
watching
gym with
Netflix,
you
let
and like
them.
sleep on the bench. I've done that before. Like,
Leave me in the car or let me go to the store, please.
yeah.
But
So like, if you're specifically looking for like a gym buddy,
Say it.
make sure that they like
looking
the gym.
for gym buddy, put that in your bio, like for sure.
They do. They
Like,
do.
for sure.
But again, you have to reciprocate that. If you're looking for a gym buddy, obviously you don't want to ask someone who doesn't have anything about the gym in their profile or something like that.
Well, yeah, but that's why you're looking at the profile. But here's the thing: tell me what's your like ideal profile?
Ooh.
Like trying to sell yourself to the point where, well, I'm an individual. I don't care how the person views me, but this is how I am as a person. So to be honest, don't be like generic. Like a lot of people tend to be on online dating apps.
I don't put bios.
Okay, see, so that's something that's different between Jinx and myself. I
Oh,
actually
okay.
do. I used every single character I
Hold
could.
on. Actually, okay. So on Tinder, I don't remember what my bio was, but for Bumble, there's already a section where like
It asks you questions.
it asks you questions and you just answer them. Like, you know my height, you know my
Oh yeah, my
religious,
friend
My
told me that.
religion.
Okay,
Like-
Cupid's the same way, and they match you up.
Yeah. Well, they don't match you up. You just like read
Okay,
people's
Cupid. Well,
profiles.
okay, Cupid. I think she said there's like a thing where they do like an algorithm. Like they say, okay, well, someone answered this many questions close to you, so
You
we'll
might
give you
know.
recommendations.
That's different because Bumble it just tells you like
It just tells you if someone swiped on you, but it doesn't
no,
tell you
it's like
who.
okay, like it has my height, it has the gym, it has my zodiac sign, if I'm in school or working, if I'm social or drinking, you know, pets or like what kind of relationship am I looking for? So I just answered those, and then I answered a couple questions, which is like if you had a superpower, what would it be? And I put shapeshifter. If I were famous, it'd be for my art. So I never put my bio, but I always put my Instagram. I always link my Instagram, and I always link my Spotify. So
Yeah, I feel like those are two things that really let you get to know somebody.
yeah, because like my Instagram, I feel like you can see more of what I actually do since it's mostly like my art stuff. So like I feel like that's more of me, you know. And then my music, it's all like, well, if you like any song, like I feel like it's a good conversation starter. Like, you know, like, oh hey, like I see you listen to this person, like I listen to them too, you know, things like that. And that's one of the things. If someone catches my eye, the first thing I do is like go all the way to the bottom and check their music.
Yep.
Because if there's certain artists, I will swipe left. Like if there's certain artists that it's like their top artist, I'm just like no.
No.
Okay, how about this challenge? Give me a bio, right now.
What do you
Sell
mean?
yourself to me
Oh no.
as if I am looking to date you. Sell yourself to me.
I'll probably just say something like I make art.
Yeah. No, I feel like
That's
I'm a
why I
little bit
don't
more.
put bios.
For
Just
me-
put a little
Read
more
your-
input.
read-
Give me a bio.
I wanna really read it.
Read your
It's kind of
bio.
embarrassing.
Don't
Yes.
don't read me the one you have now yet. Give me one like right now off the bat. Like try and sell yourself to me. Pretend I'm a matchmaker. Come on, sell yourself to me.
Okay.
I like dwarves.
Where would I? Yeah. I would say animals are a must. I would say I'm introverted, very homebody. I like to doodle. Anime and manga are very big for me. I play video games.
Next. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's just,
I'm
very
kidding,
basic
I'm
stuff.
kidding.
I'm kind of more of a loser, I think,
Don't
in my
say-
own view. I
don't
don't mean,
say
I'm not
you're-
saying it.
I know, but don't say
I'm not
you're a
saying it.
loser because someone out there be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this guy sounds cool.
Yeah.
He likes
Oh, well,
what I
sorry.
like.
I mean, if anybody does, you're into that cool,
Say it's open.
hit me up. But when it comes to things like that.
Fetch me my phone. Who is it?
Wow, so much disturbances today.
It was at the Red Cross.
Mm-hmm.
They want my blood. They do. It's either mine or my brother's.
What?
Because we're O positive.
So when it comes to like the profile, that's kind of the stuff I put. I feel like if I'm trying to sell myself to you, I'm gonna be straight up and honest. I rather barely anyone swipe right, and have the people who do swipe right have it be because they read my profile and actually liked what I put out there, than not lie, but kind of twist myself to look a certain way and get a lot of people hitting me
Yeah.
up, So for me, I rarely get much of anything, and that's just because there's a certain demographic I feel that Tinder and both Bumble and all these dating apps play to. They play much more extroverted, outgoing, active
But it's like,
lifestyles.
if-
Well, those
you're-
are the people who are out actively
Yeah,
looking.
yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying. If you're out there and you're like extroverted, don't you meet like a bunch of people in general? You know what I mean?
Not
I guess
always,
not.
because no. Well, here's the thing, because I'm considered extroverted to some standards, but I'm an extroverted who needs a break once in a while from people. So we meet people, yes, but it's not necessarily saying we meet people for romance. We meet a lot of people and make friends. Like I have a lot of friends.
Yeah. But I mean, when it comes to dating, it's like that's the difference.
It's not easy. That's why, because you have to find people who are actively looking and
That's
actually
true.
like you
That's true.
as a romantic partner. Like your bio would be very minimal. It would keep you mysterious, but sometimes it's not enough to sell. Like
For me, and see,
people-
that's the difference. I usually don't swipe right on people who have barely anything and
Because it
nothing
doesn't-
at all on their
'cause it-
bio.
I feel
It's a
like
little-
I don't know.
I don't know you.
I feel like my Instagram and like my song choice kind of like
Show you who I am.
yeah, and then like I said on Bumble, it
if
shows
you
everything
saw
else.
either of mine, I'm a mess. Like not in a way that like, oh she needs to get her shit together. It's just
Yeah.
like I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Okay. See.
Okay, so here's the thing: what type of stuff does it take for you to swipe right? Like, what are the
First-
things that you look at?
The first thing I look at is the first picture.
Well, obviously, because that's the first thing you see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's but for me that's like well because there's a reason. Your first picture is your top picture.
I guess.
The way that those apps work is usually you're supposed to pick your picture you like the best of yourself as the first picture. So when I see like what you feel is your best angle, what you feel like is the best representation of you, whatever it be, is usually the first picture. Second, I
That's
go for
why I always go for my first picture something like silly or goofy because it's like, okay, if you're gonna be able to
You gotta present
Like-
yourself who you are
like-
when they meet you.
yeah, like if that captures your attention and you still scroll after like that ugly ass picture,
That means you like me for me.
yeah, exactly.
I agree. That's don't leave with the like, hey, I'm a
I mean, I
sexy
still look
bitch.
Yeah,
cute.
exactly.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Leave with like,
No.
this is me. This is who I am. See me wearing my Mickey Mouse ears because I like Disneyland.
yeah.
That shit like that.
and then the rest of the pictures.
And then look at the rest of the picture where I look nice.
Yeah.
Which I don't. I literally look like I've just crawled out of my hole.
Oh my god.
Be like, ah, sun, beautiful sun. But yeah, I think dating apps are a little limited. Look, I can't really say much because I don't have one because I don't like them. Like, just so finicky and picky people because they pick you apart. Like literally, you'll look at something and be like, huh. Okay, they look nice. Look at their bio. Oh, yeah, ooh. Or then you'll look back at their picture and you're like,
It's window shopping for people,
boring.
basically.
yeah. It's literally just like back in the old days where you would go to a matchmaker, you tell them who you are, you tell them your birthday, your height, your family background, and then they do the same with someone else. And then they literally just like, oh, they're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
And then they try and sell you to each other, and then you're like, no, it's not gonna work.
Okay, so back to you. Like, after the picture, what else do you look, or what captures your
Okay,
attention?
second thing is, for me, there's three things, I guess. I could limit it to just to not ramble on. Second thing is profile. I like to see what you want to tell me about yourself. And I feel like with with both apps like Tinder and Bumble, which are the two that I use, you don't really have to tell me your music tastes in the bio because again, usually your Spotify is linked, and I get to see what you're into. But sometimes people only put like one artist. I'm like, okay, that just tells me like one person. Because when I see your music, I'm like, can I jam to that with this person? Like, can we sit in this person's car, or can I bump this on a stereo, have a conversation? Can we, dance? Can we have a good time?
That's funny because that's not the reason why
Oh,
I should
see.
look at music.
Okay, see, so that's different. I play out scenarios in my head. Not to say like that I want to be overly, thinking too far ahead. But if I like your taste of music, I can see myself talking to you, if that makes any sense.
It makes sense.
So there's that. And then I also check their bio. I feel like, okay, astrology signs, while they are important, because I put everything, like I put my sun, moon, and rising, like I'm cool with that.
Well, now
But
you do.
I
'cause
feel
you know
like
it.
I feel like it wouldn't. I try not to let it limit onto who I'm gonna talk to. So your bio information, like what you want to tell me about yourself, your music, and that first photo. Those are really what sells it to me. And of course, I do have a type. I like to say.
What's your type?
Okay, we're gonna put me on the spot then.
Yeah.
Well,
for
technically,
me-
everyone's gonna be put on the spot because I'm gonna ask her the same question.
yeah, that's
I
fine.
know, I was about to answer the same.
For me, I kind of like more of a geeky or alternative girl. Like those are really my two go-tos. And if you're either one or the other, and I feel like we can have a cool conversation, I would like more of a. I don't know. I feel like it's hard because, on one hand, they don't always mix the two, but sometimes they can. And if I can get a mixture of that, that'd be great. But that's just me. That's my personal preference. Would I mind someone who's overly active or fit or, gym rat or anything like that? No, I wouldn't. I would totally be okay
As
with
long as they
that.
don't drag
But
you.
as long as,
And,
yeah.
and that's not really the fact dragging you. It's like they're trying to change you to
Yeah.
to be like them. It's like, okay, no, bro.
Like that's,
I'm
it
only
would,
saying from experience.
it would be
because-
cool with me if you're a gym rat. But if I'm not a gym rat, if I'm a homebody, if I'm a kind of like, let's just chill, like Netflix can chill, like as they say, not with the intent of sex, of course. But like, let's say you're someone who likes to go to the gym, and I'm someone who likes to, be at home and chill or whatever. You can do your gym stuff, and we can meet up when you're done with the gym, and we can hang out. We can relax. That's somewhere where we can meet in the middle, because you've already done all your physical exercise for the day. And I wasn't interested in doing that today or for this moment or whatever, and now we're hanging out, we're meeting up, and it's cool that you want to do that. I respect it, but if I'm not always down for that, it shouldn't be something that we don't have to connect on every level.
Yeah.
It makes dating boring if you do.
Yeah, I like learning new stuff from
Yeah.
other people. So I guess I'll do the same. For me, what catches my attention is obviously like the first picture. Especially if they have nice teeth. Like it doesn't even have to be like fake
My
or
shiny
whatever.
teeth and me.
Shiny teeth, shiny teeth, my shiny teeth. And
Shut up.
But yeah, so left like I don't know. And then I scrolled down. I like the what?
pearly whites.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't have to be like
As long as you have a nice smile.
yeah, like nice
Don't have to have
teeth,
pearly
'cause-
white teeth. Just have to have a good smile and some teeth.
Yeah.
Some
Some clean teeth, please. Because I've gotten in a situation too.
Oh my god. You
Jesus.
did mention that.
It was nothing but plaque up in their mouth, and I was like, bleh.
Imagine kissing that.
That sounds
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, that sounds like, damn, you're cute except for that. But yeah, as you can see, my type has to be clean. So,
Okay, that's fine. I respect that.
But yeah, I guess nice smile, whatever, would catch my attention real quick. And if I see a guy posting nothing but pictures with a hat on, I swipe left. Because I don't know what's on under that
Yeah,
head,
you're right.
you know?
I don't wear any hats.
Like, I don't know what's going on with your head. Like, are you bald?
Are you hiding something?
Yeah, you got a big head. I don't know.
Are you an alien?
But I read the bio. If I read bios that are like generic and boring, I'm just like, oh, they're kind of boring, you know. Swipe left. If it's something interesting, I don't know. You know, I feel like I usually swipe right on the ones that are like, oh, new to the city, blah blah blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I see a lot of that.
Yeah, I feel like those
I
are the
don't.
ones like I mostly do.
I actually, on the inverse of that, I swipe left on that because I'm like, there is no way I'm going to be able to show you the city. I barely even get out on my own. Like, I'm totally cool with getting lost together, but I feel like when someone's like, oh, I'm new to the city, show me around, I'm going to be like,
yeah.
Show
you around this downtown, though.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
But yeah, I feel like most of the time I've been swiping right on those type of bios for, I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, I check the bio and then I read like what they want on Bumble or like whatever, which I don't really care. And then they have to have at least more than 3 pictures.
Yeah, for sure. The more the better,
it's a catfish.
I think.
Yeah. And if they have an Instagram attached, even better. Like I said, Spotify. I check their music, but not for the reason that because I associate certain artists with certain type of people. You know? So it's all like...
One of their favorite artists is R. Kelly.
If their favorite... Well, I
God.
haven't encountered one with R. Kelly, but
No, me
like...
neither.
If you like Post Malone or like Extension, like or whatever, I swipe left or whatever. What is his name? He died.
Extentation or something like
Extension, whatever the fuck his name is. X-Tentacles.
that.
Not disrespect, but
She just can't remember.
yeah, I really can't remember.
That's okay.
That's fine.
I just see the triple X. But if it's like on the top, maybe like once in a while,
You're
I'll
like,
let that
okay.
slide because everything else is good. But yeah, if you have like certain type of artist on there, I swipe left because it's all
Because
like
it tells you about them.
yeah, and then like all the controversy behind that artist, and it's like okay, most of their following approve of what that artist did. So it's like I don't know if your mentality is still the same. I don't want to find out. I don't want to argue. I don't want to be in that position, you know. So I'm just gonna swipe left, you know. So that's like the only reason why I like specifically check certain artists. So it's like, you know, because like.
So you're a little more in depth in analyzing the person you probably want to date.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But that's pretty much it.
That's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
But like I said, I know not all of their fans are like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But like since there's like so much controversy and the majority are like a certain way.
How about this? They like the music, but they don't like the person.
Do you think that's possible?
It's
No,
possible.
I don't think so.
It's possible.
I don't think so.
There's some people that I like their music, but I don't like them as a person.
Okay, well yeah, but that's different because like if like okay, so like there's certain artists where they've done like fucked up shit, like super fucked up, and it's all like if you listen to their music, you're still
supporting
them. Like you can't separate the artist from
The music.
the art.
Yeah.
Like you can't, like as much as you want to, you cannot.
Because it's theirs.
Like you can be blind to the artist, but if you still listen or you still buy something from this person, the money still goes to them. You're still supporting them, even though if in your head you're like, oh no.
I don't condone their actions.
If you listen to someone,
What if the music they're listening to is free? Like I don't really buy any music.
well, okay, like I don't know how like all that works, but streaming is still a thing.
Yeah, they get paid for it.
Yeah, even if it's free.
I'm not paying them though.
Oh,
I mean, if you
jeez.
want to think about it like that, yeah. But I mean, like, if there's an artist that like doesn't have any controversy,
It's like saying, you find a guy, you think, oh, he's perfect, but you find out he's like, oh shit, he supports like, example, Republican, like hardcore.
Okay.
It's like, oh god, I like it, but we got some like differences. Would
No.
you still do it?
no, because
Okay, so some people would still continue to date that person, but they would have an agreement and be like, no politics at all.
I wouldn't, because the fact that I don't like people that are good with me but not good with everyone else. Does that make sense?
You feel like it's
Yeah.
Like,
That
okay,
makes
like
sense.
let's say if you hate Mexicans, why am I the only one
that you like.
that you like? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like hear you talk about my people, but be like fucking all sweet with me. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah,
how about
don't-
they're like a Republican,
Don't play me.
but
Yeah.
they have some aspects where like, okay, well, I'm a Republican, but I don't support that shit. Like, imagine that, because I know some people
Well,
are
I mean,
like,
that would be like a whole nother conversation, though.
but you would never date a
like-
MAGA supporter.
Like, are you gonna be racist? Do you have?
Not all of them are racist. Is what
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So
Like-
would you be okay with someone like they're an opposite party, but they're like, okay, I don't support this bullshit, Would you date a person like that?
One
As
bad
long as I
apple
don't hear
spoils a
them
bunch.
say shit about the wall or some stupid
Yeah, like they're
racist
like
shit,
say
or
like they're against the
undertone.
wall. They're like I'm okay with like gay rights and stuff like that.
Well then, sure, I don't see a problem.
Well then, okay. So some aspects she's okay with. Okay.
As
I
long
think
as
that's
there's
fair.
She said
yeah,
every
like,
once in a
I think
while
that's
she'll
fair.
find one person where she's like, okay, everything else checks out.
as long
So I
as
might
there's
let
no
that
like
slide.
racist undertones or anything like that, and not only just towards Mexicans, like towards everyone
Anybody.
else, you know,
Yes. Agreed.
because I'm not gonna be like sitting here listening to your bullshit, like underlying
sure.
undertone racism, you know, like.
If that happens, yeah. That's,
Are you asking me this because I said I don't like white men?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Uh.
That's not why I'm asking. Because there's some there's legit hardcore Mexicans
Yeah, I know.
and stuff that are like that.
I'd probably slap them in the
They're
face.
like,
but,
build the wall!
fuck,
And it's just
no.
like, the fuck?
But yeah, I feel like I'm very more picky when it comes to all that stuff. Like you said, I do overanalyze by what's on their profiles or whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, when it comes to swiping and stuff and reading other people's profiles, like not concerning myself, like what I'm looking for, I feel that there's also a good portion as to why I personally don't go for it or you know, like even try the going right, just because I feel that the situation, like we wouldn't have enough to warrant a good conversation, or I don't feel like I'm your type, even if I think you're my type, so I don't bother. So there's a lot of people where I'm like, oh, she's really pretty, or I like her taste in music, or I feel like we could, like, there. If it's not convincing enough, I won't try it. And I feel like that's a good reason why. I mean, maybe not, but I feel like it's a good reason
It's your
why I
personal
don't get along.
reason.
Now, have you ever unmatched?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because they ghost me. So
Okay.
and I've had a lot of that. Like,
That's
for
funny
me,
because I ghost people.
yeah. See, it's
No
the other way.
shame, no shame.
I've
Although
had,
I could be an adult and actually be like, yo, I don't like you, but like, that's too much. I'd rather use my adult for something else.
okay.
Don't waste my adulting on
On
telling
something
people,
silly. Yeah.
strangers basically, you know.
No, I respect
Not
that.
hurtful.
But
Just leave.
I feel like you could be more straightforward about it. You know, like we're all adults here. We all just want to hang out, meet new people. You know, do something interesting, change it
Yeah,
up.
but if it's a stranger, there's no
Yeah,
connection.
there's no
Like, why would
connection.
you care?
It just depends on how far you
Like,
go.
yeah, it does hurt or whatever, but I don't know. But the reason why I unmatch, it's either like, let's just say like, oh hey, how's it going? How's your day? And then it immediately go to like, oh, can we hang out? I'm like, no.
No, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't
Or
want to
like,
do that.
oh,
I even
hey.
have that in like my
It's
profile.
like, or like, hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm going good, whatever, blah blah blah. Oh, here's my number. I don't really get on here. Next, fuck no. Like, I'm not gonna be giving my I'm not gonna be giving my number out like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
See, and I feel like that's something that with time I'd have to try and understand, because it has been, I want to say, 2 years now that I haven't been in a relationship, or even like, oh, well, an actual relationship. That there's other things that have happened in between, but I wouldn't really consider those relationships, more like kind of like one night stands.
That was a booty call.
Yeah, that's more like a booty call. But I'm
You're
more
an
interested.
on-call booty call.
I'm more interested in an actual relationship, just because I'm looking currently for like stability. So the thing
Yeah,
with
you're
those,
older, too.
yeah, the thing with those kind of relationships is that I notice a lot of it. Like everybody's there saying no hookups, no hookups, no hookups, but like, what are you here for?
How
then?
many people are legit there to actually just solidly date? Like, what if they
I've
say
met
no,
some people.
no hookups, and then they show up, they expect something?
Yeah. Oh, let me ask you
I've
this.
met some people that we just talk and that's it.
Yeah. How do you feel? How have you had in terms of your successes using these apps? Like, what has come of it? Have you made any new friends? Have you
She
just
did the
slept with
hanky-panky. What
Have you just
else?
slept with
She did
people?
the
Have you
hanky-panky.
She
have
did
you made
that.
friends?
Yeah, I've made friends
She
too.
did the
Yeah.
horizontal dirty.
The horizontal dirty.
There's other positions. Just saying.
Okay, well, she did
The horizontal dirty.
I did the horizontal dirty.
She did
They're not that great anyways, just
Oh.
saying.
Ouchie!
That is something I will say though, like from those apps, their game pretty
so
low.
sad. Can't be doing that.
But yeah, I've had success. But
Yeah.
it's more like me and my anxiety. I don't really like. I like meeting new
I
people, but
understand
I
that.
get really nervous. So it's just like, meh.
I like to take it slow. I think like we should talk for a few weeks even before I consider like hanging out with you. Like, are you serious? Are like that's what I'm saying. It depends what you're there, what you're looking for, how far you're willing to wait. I mean, if you're there looking for a serious relationship, I don't think there's any need to rush. Unless you guys hit it off really well and you feel super comfortable and you're like, yeah, okay, sure. Public
Though
meeting
recently,
and
I did meet someone. Well, I did, like, we did have a conversation, whatever, and then, like, the next day I met them.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
like, well, first of all, like, apparently we were going to the same school or whatever. So I was like, yo, I haven't checked out the campus, and he's new to SD, so he's like, I haven't checked it out either. And then, like, I was just like, I was even surprised at myself that I was like,
Yeah.
hey, you want to go check out the campus tomorrow?
Right.
It's like, dude, we, like, just met. Like, on
Yeah.
the thing or whatever. But, yeah, he's really cool. So now I have a friend.
Cool. There you go.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, cool. Like, I know someone now, like, in the school and whatever. But it's cool. It's chill. Chill. But yeah, hookups, friends, whatever.
Yeah, I would.
Oh,
Really,
because I also, well,
No, go ahead.
especially with girls, too. Because, like,
Yeah.
I have both.
yeah.
So, yeah, with the girls, I do more friendly stuff. And, yeah.
That's okay. You can have your
We
preference.
do hang out and shit like that. But, yeah, so, like, I've gotten friends and I've gotten hookups from there. And free food.
Sounds like a good time.
It is a good time. Free food, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you think you'll ever get on a dating app?
No.
No.
Just straight up no.
No. I can't.
No.
No. That's all you're getting out of me.
Okay.
Just a solid no.
Wow.
Those, to me, it's a little frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
is. I feel like it turns me off into trying to meet people.
I feel like it just turns into a game. Like,
Yeah.
oh, who catches my attention to swipe right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like swiping left, like really
Yeah,
quick,
yeah.
like really quick, and I'm just like swipe.
I think-
I don't know how many times I basically swiped left on almost all of.
You swiped almost the whole city.
Yeah,
Anyways,
No, for real.
Yeah, I've gotten that a few times. They're like, "Hey, you swiped left too many times. There's no one in your area."
the
I'm like,
reason
Change your
why
location.
yeah, I'm
Swipe,
like, I
swipe,
did
swipe,
50
swipe.
miles, distance,
The
and
reason why I wouldn't do online dating is because the fact that I have old school values.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer seeing the person in person. And then I don't mind talking to them through the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole dating site and apps, I just personally no. Because of the fact that seems too much shit. Too much shit and then too much of the freaking paranoias. Like, you know how much time I watch like Investigation Discovery. Like,
Oh my
come
God.
you're
on.
like, I'm not trying to get murdered.
Web
People
of
have put
lies,
that.
yo. Web of
People have
lies.
put that in their profiles. They're
Web
like,
of
That's what I'm
lies.
saying. That's another thing too. Like, it is scary, but that's why if we actually have a long conversation, I'm more likely to meet you or to want to meet you in person.
Well, so
Then to-
husbands murder their wives. Does it change anything? They known each other for years.
I
Come
feel
on,
No,
like-
no,
y'all.
no.
Come
I
on.
know, but still, like, I'm more inclined to meeting someone that I've had like a full-on conversation, at least like a day or two's worth of conversation,
Right.
rather than someone just being like, "Oh, hey," or
Hey,
like,
let's
"You want to
meet up."
meet up tomorrow?" Like,
Yeah.
what the
Oh,
fuck?
No, I
another
don't
thing
know.
is,
Or, like,
if I-
what are you doing
if
tomorrow?
I ever do online dating, it has to be where I hit a point in my life where, like, hey, I'm confident enough to actually put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Where now I'm not.
I would just like something reciprocated. I feel like in the people that I have spoken to, I don't see a lot of effort. And I get it. People are busy. Everyone works. People go to school. Stuff like that. But, I mean, if you're there, you want people to talk to you. You know, I feel like, hey, at least give me a message back every once in a while or something. Let me know, are you still interested? And that's been the biggest reason why I haven't matched. Because it's like, why do you even swipe right if you don't want to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, relationships they've always been kind of an important part of my life, whether it be friendships or actual significant others, whatever have you.
And I wonder if it's harder for men than girls.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
I feel like it is much harder just because in my personal I have both. So for me, like, I get a lot more influx actually from men than I do from women, like way more. Like, I think the first time when I put men and women, because at first I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna get, what I'm looking for. I just put women just to see how the app worked, and then I switched it over to men. Like, when I had just women, it was like, oh, okay, you got, 5+ likes of people that are looking. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I put men, and it was like one day it was like 99+. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more men looking on the apps than there are women, you know. And
which makes a lot of sense because of like how society is.
oh, I'm sorry.
It's probably really scary to just be like out there in the real world looking for like same sex, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
It makes it a little more challenging, and I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, if that's how it ends up, then cool. I'm down with that. But it just really depends on who the person is, how we vibe together. You know, can I hold a conversation with you? And I just feel like people nowadays, or at least in my experience, they don't really try. And I get it. Maybe some people don't take it too seriously. Maybe it's just to kind of window shop when you're bored. Like, my biggest thing is I like to literally just like lay down. I put on some music really, really low. I lay down and I just start swiping.
It also makes me feel like shit when people ask me, oh, what do you like to do? And it's like, I do nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. Can these questions just, like, fucking end? Yeah. So that's why it's weird, because it's like, conversations are always start off, you know, redundant. Like, hey, how are you? How's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Right. But then when there's that one person where you can, like, actually have a smooth conversation with, like, that's really cool. Yeah. So... yeah.
Come on, you two.
I'm trying to think of
that. You need better transition.
I feel there was something that I wanted to say with that. Why are you laying on the floor? Okay, so there's the thing.
You're on your phone.
I don't have much input on this.
There's a thing I was trying to say. When it comes to that, and I feel like that's the biggest reason why I put so much. I've literally, like, I reached the limit on character. For like how much you can type on both apps, because I'd rather fill that shit out.
Let me see. Show me one.
I rather they have the same information.
I don't.
They both have the same information. But like I said, and I recently updated, I changed all my pictures because of recently, for those of you who haven't been looking at the pictures, even in the doodles, my hair is bleached. So I had to update it because I don't want people thinking I have black hair. So I changed it. Like, and yeah, they're like, who is this person? So basically, when you can take a look at it. But when it comes to like the profile and stuff, I fill that stuff out because... if you're gonna swipe right on me,
you maxed out the characters, right?
Yeah, I want you to actually get to know me. You know, like if you're still interested after you saw my pictures, after you saw the music I'm into, after you saw what I had to write. I don't like to read long bios. No, that's cool. I respect that. Like, everyone's got. There's people who literally they use one emoji. Like I saw someone put an American flag, and that was it. You know. Or they put like a diamond or whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to make of that, but cool. So I will usually swipe left. Bitch. That's what I mean. So for me, I feel like it would make conversation easier because I'm literally giving you things like to work with. Starters, I'm giving you conversation starters. I'm telling you what I'm into. I'm telling you if I go out a lot. I'm telling you if I have any pets. I'm telling you, do I smoke? Do I drink?
You need to change your A college because you wait.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, whatever. Like, that's why in like conversations after like the whole, oh, how's it going? How are you? I'm always asking like, oh, so what are your interests? So then that kind of already gets the conversation going if they like something. Because then right there, you can kind of tell, like with that question specifically, you can kind of see what type of person they are. So some of them are really to the, like, really vague, really to the point, oh, I like music.
Like, okay, cool.
Blah, blah, blah,
Everybody
blah,
likes
blah,
music,
blah.
yeah.
And then there's like other people that like take their time and actually talk about their interests, and it's just like, okay, so you're actually into this, you actually kind of like talking, whatever, you know. And then I share some of mine and they're like interested in it, so it's just like
my go-to karaoke song is All Star by Smash Mouth.
Somebody once told
you piece of trash.
But okay, so that's one of the things that it comes to. That's what I like a little bit more about Bumble, is that it's a little bit more, I wouldn't say invasive, but it's a little more personal when it comes to it, because Tinder, they don't do anything like that. They don't flesh out the profile the way
low
that
key
Bumble
though
does.
Okay, so I feel like, well, at least in my experience, I feel like
my sister's coming.
Tinder is more like for hookups, and then Bumble, I've met a couple like really like interesting
good people.
Yo, sister. And
that's always been like the hardest.
Come here. I want your input. I want your input. You've had a Tinder.
Oh, Tinder.
Tell me.
That's where the hoes live. That's where they stay.
That's literally what I just said
and
right now.
It's funny because
Tinder is literally when you want and crave that attention, but you don't want to fuck with that person.
See?
Oh, tell me this.
But you just want to hear that you're pretty.
Hey.
Isn't that what I said?
And like, hey, I
Damn.
want to fuck.
Anyways,
Okay, let's fuck.
Have you tried Bumble?
Yeah, have you had any other dating apps?
I tried Bumble like for a little bit.
How'd that
I just
go?
didn't like the fact that I had to message them first. 'Cause
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so on Tinder,
It doesn't let you.
Tinder lets you like anyone message first, but on Bumble it has to be the girl because like we
and I
have
think
like
you have
the
24 hours.
Yeah.
Or you lose him.
That's
That's
Oh,
fucked
really?
up. It's like
Wow.
I want him to say hi to me.
But it's
That's
it's kind of good though because
stupid.
it's all like if you don't really want that person, you,
You
don't
would,
have to say
yeah,
anything. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. You can both have swiped right on each other, and
Yeah.
nothing will come.
I
up.
think
Yeah.
you guys should have like a mutual like. Like if you guys are doing the swipe thing, it's just like, oh, you both swiped on each other, like you like each other,
No, yeah,
and you
that's
should
what
be
it is.
open.
That's how it works.
Okay,
yeah.
well then
yeah,
that's
you
weird.
both, but you both have to swipe right on each other for you to become.
But what about for like?
Okay, so
a
here,
joint?
let me explain how it works.
Tell
for
me
Tinder,
this. I know nothing.
for Tinder, it's both of you have to swipe right on each other, as in you both like each other,
Well,
and
that
then it's like,
makes
hey,
sense.
this person liked you. Now they're on your feed. Now you have access to message them.
But either
Or-
of you can.
Yes, either of you can. But in Bumble, if someone swiped right on you, as in the guy, I believe is how it works.
The
You
guys-
get
the guys
like a
can't
cue. I can't talk to the girl. They have to talk to me.
Yeah.
So it'll only tell me, hey,
So
these,
wait,
these
it
girls
tells
liked you.
It tells you.
Literally,
this guy
as
liked
soon-
you.
As soon as so for
So
women,
let's example.
for women, as soon as you swipe, there's like this yellow thing that pops up because you matched, and it's all like, oh, on this app, women are the ones who are responsible for starting the conversation first, and it's all like the little thing that you can send, and it's like, oh, if you don't know what to say, here's some conversation starters.
Yeah, they
Okay,
give me a
but here's the
few.
thing.
I just put hey.
Say you swiped on the guy on Bumble. Does he see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he swipes on you. You see that.
No, no.
No,
okay.
he doesn't see.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
He doesn't
gets-
see
look,
it
look.
that you swiped.
No.
Here, watch.
You
This
guys
is what
gotta do it
happens. This
legit
is
by
what
detail.
happens.
Pretend I'm blind. Come on, guys.
Okay, so
I don't know if we're gonna find each other, but go ahead.
She already swiped on you.
I know she swiped left. My heart's broken.
right in front of your face.
I know.
too.
I
And
couldn't
went,
even. I couldn't even
"No."
be like, hey, shithead. Or,
Okay, so
uh-huh.
Okay.
man, female, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If I
The
swipe,
man's obviously smaller.
Stop. My phone is smaller. Leave me
if
alone.
I swipe right,
Yes.
and the yellow thing already pops up,
Uh-huh.
that means he saw my profile first and he already swiped.
Okay.
You know.
But what if you swipe first and he didn't?
Then
If I swipe first, then that yellow thing is not gonna pop up, meaning my profile hasn't been on his. So,
So does he see it?
after I swipe, my profile is gonna come up, and he's interested. He's gonna swipe.
So, say you swipe first. Nothing happens on his end.
no.
So, but
Well, no,
it only,
yes.
Only
it
my-
only
my-
happen
my-
if he swiped and then it tells you, hey, he swiped after you did. He likes you. Go ahead and talk to him.
Yeah.
So
But
then,
that's
like,
only on Bumble.
but then say he never swipes on you. He doesn't ever know.
Then it doesn't show up.
Then
No, it does show
It's not
up.
a match. No.
So no,
it's
it
not a
does show
match.
up. Yes, because I have had like okay. So here's how it works on the guy's end. I'm not sure how different it is for her.
Well,
But
damn.
so here's what happens. Let's say that Jinx here swiped right on me, right? For one, you get she totally didn't for the record, bitch. But she'll show up. I have a queue, so I have a thing called the match queue, and the way that works is that it'll literally show
So
me.
now we're gonna know the mail end.
It's gonna literally show me right here, like it'll have a blurry version of her picture, her profile.
It
So
can
it
tell
won't
her
tell
name,
me.
right?
It won't tell you the name. It'll just give you like, let's say she took this photo, right? Give me a face. So let's say, okay, this angry little face Jinx has right now. Let's say that's her picture, but I'm
Right.
only gonna get the outline. See? So it says match queue up there on the top.
Show me.
See
These
these?
are the guys that I swiped right, but I never talked to them.
So you
Because
missed.
I
So
didn't
you
want
let
to.
them pass.
Yeah.
But the way that it works is that if Jinx showed up on my profile, I would have down
They
here.
pixelate the pictures.
Yes, she would.
No,
but
just right here because you gotta pay
But
if
that's
you
the
want to
queue.
see.
yeah, but
No,
for her.
because these are the not
They're too
these.
late.
She
Not
would show
those
up in a
ones,
little. I have
But would
pictures
it
of
show
little
up like
bees.
that?
No, it doesn't show up like
Oh,
that.
how's
for
it
me.
show up?
No,
fuck.
I get something different. For me, I get a little bumblebee line. You know, like the little dashes. And it
Yes.
shows picture here, and it's like, hey, you have a beeline waiting for you. So when I go back into my little queue,
Show me.
then eventually.
Give me an example.
Well, I don't have anybody that's swiped on me because
God damn it! Somebody
I unmatched
swiped on
everybody.
it. Come on, please.
But the thing is that she'll show up and then it'll be that blurry picture and I have to kind of mentally keep an eye out for that. in case it's somebody that I'm interested in. You know, and let's
I
say,
did not know that
so
it was
weird.
different on the guy's end.
That is
interesting.
so weird.
but Tinder doesn't do that. Tinder does
Here's
either
her
of you
face.
swipe. No, you still get the pixelated. It's like
Okay.
either of you swipe, either of you can talk. But you both
I
have to
prefer
have
that.
swiped right on each other.
But I prefer that
to be able to talk.
versus, hey, you lady, talk to them first. This ain't the Sadie Hawkins dance, yo.
Kind of is a Sadie Hawkins dance.
No,
With
it ain't.
with
It's
Bumble
the
it
internet.
is.
Change it.
With Bumble, it is.
Tinder
But see,
knows
that's the
what's
thing
up.
is that they have their own spin on the dating thing.
My
That's
friend did
Bumble's-
OkCupid.
that's
That one
Bumble's thing.
sounded interesting.
I haven't tried that.
I'm trying to like
You
find
should try
someone
it.
so I can swipe right so she can see how it looks. But
Please.
none of them
I
are
haven't
interesting.
personally seen from the
Get an
girls' end.
OkCupid. Get a third one. See how that goes.
Oh
for you.
my
Maybe you'll
God.
find someone. That's where my friend found her boyfriend.
Okay, Cupid.
Yeah, like her first attempt. It didn't work out that well, but she did learn some stuff from him. The second one, that became her boyfriend.
I would just like someone that's more engaging. That's it.
That's
you
why,
know,
because
like
she had to answer a
I'm
bunch of
totally
questions
fine
and
with
they matched
talking
up.
to the person,
But
with
I'm
making
saying,
the
okay,
conversation.
Cupid, they give you questions, you answer, and then another person will answer those questions. But hey, you guys are pretty similar. You should probably go, I don't know, talk,
Hang out, yeah,
hang
meet
out,
up,
go on
meet
a
up.
date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like they think that's. She told me that's how it works. I was like, dang girl. But maybe
I'll have to-
if I did a dating app, I probably would do that one.
Right.
Yeah, that was probably the best one.
Okay, cute.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so see, I swiped right on this dude, and then that pops up because he already swiped on me, meaning he
Okay.
already liked me. So right here
Your
it says,
picture, I love it.
right here it says you're in control of this conversation. You have 24 hours to make the first move.
So does he know that you swiped right?
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Okay.
But sometimes if I swipe right, this doesn't pop up. That means my profile hasn't shown
He
up. on
hasn't
his.
seen her yet, is what that
Yeah.
means. But this means he
This
already.
means we
But
both.
he's seen you first, and he swiped right,
this,
and then you swiped right.
Yeah,
This
is what
means that he
means.
saw her first.
Okay.
He liked what he saw. He swiped right, but then he came up on her feed now, and she also saw him swiped right as well. So it's like, hey, guess what? You both liked each other.
See, and now
Interesting.
I can just like exit out of that, and then if I go into my messages, he's right there with the yellow circle.
Oh, okay. See,
But
I
then
didn't
the
have
ones
that. I
with
just
the
had the
gray,
green circle.
the
That means
ones-
they got away.
Now those are
Yeah.
the ones that got away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I could just click on it, and then I could just be like, I just go hey, and that's it.
Sub.
And the conversation would go from there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If he responds, but he doesn't have to respond. And then and then after that, he has 24 hours to respond, and if he doesn't, then the whole thing just goes away.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So in a way, you can still swipe and not know that someone swiped on you.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that yours?
No.
Okay.
You guys weren't recording, were you?
We're
Yeah.
always recording.
Yeah.
I work for the government.
But yeah, as far as that goes, that's kind of been. I don't know. See, that's the
He was
problem.
actually really cute, though. I'm glad he popped up.
The problem is that I've had more of a lackluster experience with it, and Diana's had quite the opposite. It's been very
So this fool swiped right on her, ended up in her little queue feed or
yes,
whatever.
yes,
Okay,
And
so in a way, you can like know who liked you, even
Yes.
though you don't know what they look like.
yes.
Okay,
If that makes any sense.
it makes some sense because even though, because he saw her picture flat out, like he saw her face
My
first.
profile, yeah.
Yeah,
Saw
he
your
saw her
profile
profile.
first. He's like, I like that face.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm gonna give this one a shot. And then she swiped on it. And then you have the option to either talk to him if you like him or not.
Well, because you have a queue of profiles that show
But
up.
they don't show the solid face.
No,
obviously.
not on the
Okay,
little.
On there,
so then-
on his.
On his?
On mine, no.
What about yours? Do you see his actual face?
Like mine's
Yeah.
funny. Here, I'll try and even find it for you. I get a fucking
What was all
email
those pixels?
message.
Oh, that is because for that one you have to pay.
What the fuck?
Okay, because
They have both
No,
apps
no.
have a premium kind of features.
if you're just swiping, you're just swiping.
Okay.
If you pay for it, you can see beforehand who already swiped right on you.
Interesting.
So you can just look at that and be like, okay, I know these people want to like meet me or whatever.
But he saw your face first, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, when that little yellow thing pops up.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see if I can find. Like I've even got. It's really weird because do you get emails from them?
Email.
I get emails.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I put that on by accident, but hold on, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, look. See, I even get I even get emails.
Emails.
Look.
I just get notifications.
You're so lucky to have your phone.
I just
So
get
look,
notifications.
I get emails.
Oh, so that's how it's pixelated? What
Yeah.
the fuck? That's so weird. Nah, it doesn't happen to girls.
I'm still a little confused, but okay.
Well, because you don't have it.
I know.
If you had it, you'll know.
It's just funny because I feel it's like, it's kind of weird because when I did see the two profiles, like you can tell because of the outline, I'm like, oh, it's them. And I'm just like I'm kind of taken aback or kind of even surprised that the people who did swipe right on me, it's like they don't, not that they don't, I don't think we'd get along, but
Wait, do I
they're
not
like,
have one in the room?
yeah, but it's like people that I
Do I
wouldn't,
not have one? Oh.
I wouldn't imagine at first thought that they would be interested in me, if that makes any sense.
Well, I feel like we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's already
I
been
found the
enough.
lawnmower of my life on Tinder.
Oh. You heard it here first. You can find love.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, I have to be at a level of confidence. Like right now, it's like I don't make enough money to actually be like, hey, we should go on dates.
I don't think it should
And
be
it
about
doesn't
money.
matter about that, but it's just the fact that gas is a problem for me. Because I
You
work.
can change your distance.
Well, it's not just that. It's because I work freaking 10 miles away from here. So
Yeah.
it's 20 miles, like a total of a day, and like say 4 or 5 times a week. So gas is my problem. If they're close, I'll walk to them. I'll walk 500 miles.
I want to see that.
Did you see that coming?
No.
Didn't see that coming
No.
from 500 miles away?
How could you?
Got it. Shit. But who knows? Maybe I'll be like, screw it one day. But I don't
Things
have
can
enough
change.
pictures of myself. That's the thing.
Yeah, thankfully.
I only have like 1 or 2 decent ass pictures. You
See,
guys
they-
like, this picture
see,
you
they
have here
catch
is
that at all.
nice.
I just threw shade at you. You didn't even.
I didn't even catch it
No,
either.
you'll hear it in the recording. That's okay.
I just laugh at everything you say,
What
but
did
I don't
say?
process
I'm
it. in my
confused.
head.
Remember, I don't listen
I
to
know.
what we do. I just
Well-
keep it a mystery for myself forever and always.
I think we can wrap it up now, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
y'all
that's all we have to say.
got to hear our opinions on the dating apps.
I want to know what love is.
Not really, but okay.
I want you to show me. Love kills.
Alrighty then. Goodbye, everyone.